What's up, guys? You are watching The Quest, and I am your host, Robert. Fight the power Vasquez, dude. Robert, fight the power Vasquez. What's up, guys? How you doing? We're here, and I gotta clear my throat. What's up, guys? It's episode 7. We're out here for episode 7. Cinque, Cinque? 7, 8, 9, 7? Yeah. Anyways, I'm not Spanish. One take. Not cutting. Anyways, what's up, guys? How's your week been? I never ask you guys how your week is. I just kind of, this has been my week. This is our quest. This is our quest. So, how have you guys been? Oh, that's good. It's like one of those cartoons, like Blue's Clues. It's like, what'd you say? A clue? Where? And you're like, right there. right here? They're like, no, over on your other side. Oh God. Went to the Comedy Zone last night, guys. If you are spending your Thursday night at home, good on you. But I'm not. I'm spending my Thursday night at the Comedy Zone in Greenville. Laughing it up. Laughing it up, guys. That's the only promotion that they get. You get there and they're like, okay, you could either pay the $5 fee to go up and do stand-up, or you could put it on your social media and you can get in for free. I think that's just for comics only, but, and no. I control what I put on my social media, and I'm not going to be like, hey guys, come see Robert at the Comedy Zone. No. I'll invite you guys anytime you want to come, but I'm not going to promote that because they're not there just to see me. They're there to see the rising comedians in Greenville. And might be challenging. So every Thursday, if you guys want to come out and watch people try to do stand-up, and then watch some do pretty all right, come out on Thursdays. Every time I go up, they play Eminem. And I get it. Come on, guys. It's low-hanging fruit. And now, introducing your next comic, welcome to the stage, Robert Dillon. Fucking. Well, the real Slim Shady, please stand. Come on. Anyways. Good set at the Comedy Zone last night. I have fun doing that. It's so stressful. Because I don't really think about it until like Thursday at 4. Thursday at 4 is when I start writing my set for that night. You would think I do my set anywhere from 8 to 10, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on a Thursday night. You would think Friday morning, all right, let's write new stuff. No. Friday morning, I spend the whole time watching my set, rewriting it in my head. I could have added this, take out this, just reading the crowd's reactions and stuff. That's what I spend my Friday doing. And then I don't think about it all week until Thursday. I dabble in a little bit here and there at work, but so I put this pressure on myself, but I still have this accountability to go every week. And if I don't think of anything, then I deserve to bomb on stage. I deserve to go up there and have crickets. If I don't work on it, I deserve crickets. Anyways, come and see me at the Comedy Zone. New stuff every week. I don't repeat jokes. I'm trying to get a lot of shows in this year, and I don't need to be rewriting material all the time. Just see if it works. If it doesn't, next week, write something new. So, that's what we're doing. Guys. What have y'all been doing this week? Nada? Did you file your taxes? What are you guys going to spend with your tax money? I know what I'm going to get. I'm getting a pony. No, I can't afford a pony. I don't have anywhere to store that thing. I'm getting cattle with my tax. I'm really just probably going to invest in crypto. But that's not silly. So let's move on. I'm going to move to our imprint of the week real quick. Going to keep it in one take. I love that I can do this in one take now. Guys, I used to do this like 3 or 4 times, and I'd be like, nah, wrap it up. Nah, restart. And now we're just going. We're just going with the flow. Hey, is your Aunt Flo in town? Because we're going with it. No, I would never. Ah, you think I have my Red Wings, dude? I do. It was an accident. Anyways, we're going to move on to the imprint of the week. I don't know why he insists on doing this. Torian. Imprint Jones is a really good friend of mine. He has vast knowledge about Marvel, about DC, about multiple animated universes, about multiple movies, and we talk about shit all the time. We just bullshit at work. We shoot shit at work. In fact, that's what I'm going to do on Sunday. I'm going to go see Imprint Jones, and we're going to bullshit at work, because that's what we do. Why he insists on saying stuff like this, I have no idea, but I'll answer it. Oh, I'm going to answer it, Torian. Imprint of the week. If you had a one-way plane ticket anywhere and wouldn't have the option of coming back, where would you land and why? Mars. Mars. I'm colonizing Mars with Elon Musk. Now, you said plane. I kind of, turned it into a rocket ship. If you are going to have me stick to Earth, which don't inhibit me, I'm picking Mars. I'm colonizing Mars. And then the closer or the more population I get on Mars, the faster we can get to planetary fights. If you're not on Team Mars, dude, you know what? All you questers out there, you better be on Team Mars. Because we're going to kick the Earth's ass. We're kicking the Earth's ass. Oh, gosh. If you're going to inhibit me to Earth, Europe, I could just go live in Europe. I could embrace my Latino side and, frolic in the leaves or frolic in the flowers in Spain. They'd be like, hey, Roberto, hey, you're a very good-looking man. I don't know what accent that is. And I'd be like, oh, thank you very much. And they're like, you're clear dialogue pieces or something. Okay, I'm in Europe. I said Spain, but I'm in Europe. Mars, dude. If you don't want to come to Mars, that's fine. But we're going to be the superior planet. Watch. Oh, yeah. Either Mars or Europe. I mean, it's basically the same thing. But it's not. Dude, I can't wait to see what kind of food they're going to have. Are they just going to ship food from Earth to Mars? Are we going to be eating Jell-O? Are we going to be eating toothpaste? Dude, Mars is going to be dope. We're going to Mars. If you had a one-way plane ticket anywhere and you wouldn't have the option of coming back, where would you land and why? Where would you land? Where do you want to go? A one-way ticket. You want to go to Canada? You want to go to Canada? You want to go to Hawaii? Where are you guys going? You want to Tokyo? You got to know the language. And that's why I say Europe. Europe is pretty broad. It's got some English speakers. I know for sure. Has to have some. Has to have some. Torian, we're going to Mars. Fucking 5, 4, 3. Like, dude, he would say 3 and I'd be like, I got a shit. 5, 4, 3. Oh gosh. Jumping into the question. Not gonna keep you guys too long. If you had a band do the theme song to your life, what band would you choose? Band, not single artist, band. And see, I could go a lot of different ways with that. I don't know. I wouldn't think that I had a triumphant life. I did have hardships and I did go through some stuff, but I don't think that I dug myself out of a big enough hole to have like the Beatles. Oh, Jesus. The Beatles would make such a crazy song for me. Like, think about it. Like, the theme song to my life, dude, it's kind of punky. It's kind of grungy. Like, I think I'd choose, like, Blink-182. Like, it just depends on how you see yourself, I guess. I wouldn't want, like, the Cranberries. Probably do the Smashing Pumpkins. Let's go. Let's go, dude. I think they could do a weird enough song to describe me and kind of add that, like, dark. And see, I like to be silly. But I like bands like the Smashing Pumpkins and the Deftones. I like darker bands. It helps me balance it out. My life though, like as it is right now, as silly as it is, I would end up with like the Black Eyed Peas or something. Oh no. Blink-182. That would be the band that I would choose. I feel like they could accurately depict me with the level of silliness and with the level of like love for the punk, love for the grunge. We out here grunging. Ah. You like the Kicks? Y'all fuck with the Kicks? Oh, dude. If you had a band do the theme song to your life, what band would you choose? Band. Can't pick Eminem. Can't pick Michael Jackson. I don't know why you would want Michael Jackson. Can't pick R. Kelly. Don't pick R. Kelly. Oh, gosh. But yeah, dude. That's the question. Try to answer it. Try to answer it in the comments. Throw me something. Throw me a freaking bone, guys. We out here. Quick Quezt today. How about we're going to jump into it. The fights last week, dude. Derek Lewis versus Curtis Blades. I didn't really get a lot right on the regular card. But we called the main event, guys. We called the main event to a T. I said, Derek Lewis, second round knockout. Gonna clip him kind of early. And guess what happened? Douche. He hit him with an uppercut like my dad used to give me. My dad used to be like, Robert, what the fuck? I'd be probably like 11, 7. I don't remember. But he used to do the move where he like grabbed his shirt. This is so dark. He grabbed his shirt and pull you down and come up with the most vicious uppercut. God, that's why you don't misbehave. That's why you don't misbehave. No, but Derek Lewis hit him with an uppercut that would literally put a horse to sleep. Curtis shot in on him, all silly and all lopsided and sloppy, I guess, which, who am I to say? I'm not a qualified wrestler, but Curtis shoots in and just eats this uppercut, and then stiff as a board, falls over. Timber! Oh gosh, I feel real bad because not only did he fall, Derek hit him probably 2 or 3 more times. Definitely he was on the ground. Boom, boom. And then Herb Dean to the rescue. Herb Dean. If you guys follow the sport of MMA at all, it doesn't have to just be the UFC. Herb Dean is a referee and he's assigned by the athletic commission. So if the fight promotion, there you go. If the fight promotion like Bellator or ONE FC, like if they are assigned to that athletic commission, the athletic commission, hey, say athletic commission one more time. The athletic commission can appoint whatever referee they want. And Herb Dean is the gold standard. If there is, when Big John McCarthy retired, he was the one who made the rules. Big John, he literally helped make the rules. So he's a referee, knows what he's talking about. Herb Dean is second in command, the gold standard. If you want a ref in your fight, you want Herb Dean. And he was trending on Twitter, whatever that means. Or, for what that's worth. Herb Dean, he was trending on Twitter because he was just letting Curtis Blades die in there, like not fast enough to stop those 2 extra punches. Derek said it himself, and it's been the rules forever. You're not supposed to stop until the ref pulls you off. And Herb, I'm not saying he had a slow reaction, but you gotta assess the situation as it is. You don't need Curtis sitting up and you jump in. You gotta make sure things are done. And that's such a hard job, and it's such a noble job because you don't get any reward for doing your job. You only get negative, energy from when you don't do your job right, or when the opinion of people think, oh, well, Herb let that go on too long. He was sprinting. It was sprinting to get him. Stop! It was like out of a movie. And Derek's just, boom. Twice. Fed him twice while he was asleep. And you just heard him before they cut the commercial, just, Scary stuff. Scary stuff. Don't want to be knocked out like that. Not by a big guy. But we called it in the second round. And that's one of the very few. So it's documented. Oh, it's well documented. Called it. Called it. Anyways, shout out to Herb Dean. Gold standard. Now we're going to jump into UFC Fight Night 186, Rozenstruik versus Gone. So it's Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Cyril Gone. And I'll pull out the card in a second. These are 2 massive heavyweights, 2 knockout artists. I think one's a Frenchman. And Frenchman. I don't think I could say that. Cancelled. Cancelled. Oh, dude. But the fights this weekend, it's a sleeper card. I talk about sleeper cards sometimes. What I mean by that is it doesn't have to have all this star power to it. It's people who come to fight, and they're not going to dance around each other. They're not going to make it boring. They're not going to wrestle fuck. That's explicit. Yeah. Sorry. That's explicit. I apologize. But first up, we got Angela Hill versus Ashley Yoder. Yoder. She has a cool nickname. I forget what it is though. That's helpful. Angela Hill was the first black woman to main event, or I think she's the first black woman fighter in the UFC, and then she was definitely the first black woman fighter to main event and headline. She was the first black woman to headline a main event for the UFC. So she making history, baby. Shout out to Angela Hill. She's a big favorite over Ashley Yoder, and I feel like she's going to beat her ass. If you guys, I saw Angela Hill in Raleigh, and she whooped, poor girl, I don't remember her name. She's so shy, though. She's the one that has, her back up against the cage, and she's just like you can tell she doesn't want to be there at all, dude. Angela Hill, definitely. And then you got Thiago Moises versus Alexander Hernandez. I don't fuck with Alexander Hernandez. I just don't. I don't like his personality. I don't like his gimmick that he had when he tried to beat up Cowboy, and he's like, I'm going to put you in the ground, old man. And then he got head kicked by an old man and beat the fuck up. I think he's had some decision losses since then. Get back on the saddle, win one, lose one. I don't really care for him. Go on Thiago. Just cuz. I'm being petty. Alex Caceres versus Kevin Kroom. Alex Caceres, I like him. I watched a couple of his fights. He's the lighter weight class, so just expect speed and definitely athleticism out of these 2 guys. But Alex has got that pretty sound. Pedro Munoz, we're flying through these. Hope you're keeping up. Pedro Munoz versus Jimmy Rivera. That is a fun fight, only because these guys are, like I said, they're going to go out there and they're going to make it interesting. It's going to be technique. These guys are going to They're going to point fight, but it's going to be calculated and it's going to be sharp. And if you really want to see what mixed martial arts is about, this is a good fight. These guys are going to be calculated. They're not going to be too sloppy. Or another scenario, they are. They're going to go out there and brawl. Either way, these guys are two very game guys. Game, G-A-M-E. Shout out to Zebia. God. Then you got Montana De La Rosa. Am I even picking these fights? Yeah, I am. Pedro Munoz. There you go. I'm not too fond of Jimmy Rivera. Montana De La Rosa versus Emeira Bueno Silva. Oh, man. I need to have a job at this. Pronouncing names. Montana. Hannah Montana. You get the best. No. Then you jump into the co-main. Nikita Krylov versus Magomed Ankalaev. That dude, if you guys don't know, Magomed, he had this fight with this one guy. And he punched the guy, and the guy was like playing possum. So the ref stopped it, and there was this huge feud. And, you stopped it too early. And they ended up running it back, and Magomed knocked his ass out like he should have the first time. So he's a guy that doesn't play with people. He's going to come after you, and he doesn't want any bullshit. So, sorry, Nikita Krylov. Magomed's coming for you. He's probably going to knock you out. Sorry, Bubba. Now, they got a lot on this main card, but I skipped through all those just to get to this main event. That's the one I really care about. It's this heavyweight matchup between Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Cyril Gane. Now, when you got the big boys, and I mean heavyweights, the weight classes are so crazy because it goes from 205, and then that's light heavyweight, and then 265 is the limit for heavyweight. So if you're around 225, you can't make it, or you can, but if you're fighting at 225, you can't fight at 205, obviously. And then you're going in there and you're fighting some guy who may be 265 because they have to cut weight. Like people like Francis Ngannou would walk around at 280, cut down to 265, and then rehydrate back up to 280. And so you got a 300-pound man in there with you, and you're 225. That's not fair. You got to have a weight class in the middle, something. But nah. So the heavyweights, when they're throwing blows, dude, any punch can be the knockout punch. Any punch can be the knockout punch. And that's why heavyweight fights are always so entertaining and always have been. Dude, when you're talking about the heavyweight championship of the world, that's the baddest dude on the planet. And that's in boxing. So when you get over the Stipe Miocics and the Daniel Cormiers, and you're talking about the baddest heavyweight on the planet in mixed martial arts, could probably end the best the best boxer in the world goes up against the best mixed martial artist in the world. The boxer's dead, dude. Sorry, dude. Man, fuck that. Boxing all day. Dude, you know what you sound like? You know what you sound like when you say shit? You sound like, I could beat Michael Myers' ass. Fuck you. No, you can't. Anyways, these heavyweights are not here to play. Somebody's going to sleep. And I don't think it's Rozenstruik. He's got crazy power, but this is what we're going to go with. We're going with Rozenstruik by knockout. I want to be wrong. I really like this Cyril Gane guy, but we're going Rozenstruik knockout. First round. They're just going to go rock'em sock'em robots. Ba-ba! Oh gosh, I love you guys. All right, so we're gonna go into the unlocking memories. This is the last segment of the show, and then we're gonna get out of here, dude. We're gonna get out of here. It's Friday night, and I got shit to do. So we're gonna bust right into it. I'm gonna tell you guys about my first nightmare that I remember. Now, a lot of you guys are like, "Oh, I have nightmares all the time," or "I have this nightmare." This is my first nightmare that I can remember. My very first nightmare. So, I'll paint the picture for you. I'm living in Springfield, Missouri. I'm living in this pretty nice house at the time because my parents were working all the time. And they would get up really early and go to work. And then I would just catch the bus to school. So I remember just sleeping and tossing and turning. And the dream opens up. I'm at a gas station. Me and my mom pull up to this gas station. And she gets out and gets gas. And this kid and his mom pull up into the tank next to ours. And so we're out like playing in the gas station parking lot because that's what Springfield kids did. I don't know. And he goes, "Hey, do you want to race?" And I'm like, "Sure, where are we racing?" Now, there was the gas station, and then there was the road, and then across the street was the bottom of the hill, or the bottom of this hill that started to just go like up, like this huge hill, and then at the top there were these like full house suburb houses like in San Francisco. It's the weirdest thing. And so he goes, whoever runs across the street, gets to the top of the hill, touches the house, runs back and gets to the gas station, that's who wins. And I'm like, you're on. I'm getting my Dominic Toretto on, which I don't think the movie was out at the time. I definitely know it wasn't. For sure it wasn't out. But I'm getting my Dominic Toretto on. And I start burning this kid, right? They call me Sweet Feet. I start Usain bolting this kid into the ground. And so I get across the street. Boom. Now I got to start this trek up the hill. Hopefully my mom got gas. Don't know where she's at. So I get to the top of the hill. I turn around. And my mother, I don't really talk about her a lot. My mother is being carried away by Native Americans. Now, not one, not two. It is like she's at a concert, like Warped Tour, or she's crowd surfing at least 30 Native Americans, and they all have her, and they're carrying her away. Behind the gas station is just this huge field, and then it goes into this dark forest. And so I'm at the top of this hill, and they're already at least a quarter of a mile into this field carrying my mom, and I see her from the top of the hill, and I'm like, oh my God. So I'm running back down the hill, and they carry her into the forest, and I was too slow. And so I wake up, and Two Stupid Dogs is on. That's a throwback. We're unlocking memories. Dude, if you remember Two Stupid Dogs, you have my heart. I'm going to pretend like that didn't hurt. So I wake up, and Two Stupid Dogs is on. It's thunderstorming outside. I could see the lightning out of my window. I go out of my bedroom, because my TV was my nightlight. So I go out of my bedroom, and I open the front door. And my mom, her ride to work had gotten there. And she had just gotten into the car, and I'm looking at the headlights, and I have the door in my hand, and I'm just like, and I said, I don't know what sound that I don't know. It's I slammed the door in frustration. So my mom came back in. She's like, "Hey, what happened?" I'm like, "I'm just glad you're not dead." It's probably about 4 or 5. I had no idea what was going on. Scared out of my mind. Now, that didn't get to me like the makeup thing did. I was never, hands up, I was never frightened by Native American people. Just had to put that out there. No, dude. I whooped that kid's ass in that race, and look what it cost me. That's why you stay with your mother. That's why you fucking hold hands. Anyways, that's story time, dude. We're out here. We're watching Two Stupid Dogs. We're out here telling about our first nightmares. Drop your nightmares in the comments. Talk them out. Whatever you guys want to do. If you have silly friends, I always tell you guys, like, this podcast isn't for everybody. Like, I don't ever tell you, go tell your friends about it. Spread the word. We're trying to be famous out here. Fame is an illusion. I'm looking for people who are silly, dude. I don't I don't want fans. I want friends, man. And you guys are awesome. You guys, you click every week. You subscribe. You like and subscribe to avoid being a cum sock. I appreciate that. The less cum socks in the world that we have, the better. So I appreciate you guys coming out. We're going to share more stories. This one was a little rushed. I did not have a lot of time today. I had to run some errands. But I had to do it for you guys. The accountability is here. We're trying to be consistent. We're doing these in one take now. No 3 take, no 4 take, 6 take. 1 take now. And we're out here. I'm going to start interacting with you guys more. Give you more of a social media presence. Let your, questions and answers to those questions be heard. We're going to talk about jobs next week. I feel like we're going to talk about jobs. That's something I want to talk about. So what's your worst experience having a job? Or what's your worst job? I don't want to say worst job. What's the job you hated the most? Yeah, we'll get that going. We'll talk about that. Dude, thank you guys so much for coming. This has been The Quest, and I'm your host, Robert Fight the Power Vasquez, dude. And do exactly that. My kid's going to lead the revolution. We out here. February 26th, 2021. This has been The Quest with Robert Fight the Power Vasquez. Thank you guys. I'll see you later.